Welcome to Guernica, Sarajevo, Dresden, Baghdad, Mosul. Take your pick. I personally prefer Guernica. And so if you don't mind, I'll name this pile of rubble here as Guernica. We could even name it Troy. As you must have guessed, it really doesn't matter what we call it. It's a pile of rubble that used to be someplace, whether Guernica or wherever. And there was a group of somebodies who lived here.
When is he coming?
Do you mind? I was talking to the folks here. You needn't interrupt. Besides, you will recall that he said he would come when we least expected it.
So?
So, when you ask me when he's coming, then you're obviously expecting him, and he won't come. He won't come because you're expecting him. Got it?
Not really. So you're telling me he's not coming? Well, not now anyway.
Right. Now, would you be so kind as to be quiet and pay attention while I talk to the folks here?
This pile of bricks and rubble was once a church or a synagogue or a town hall or a hotel. It's really hard to tell. And there are no locals around to tell us. They've all been killed or fled the area. So we're faced with a puzzle. But that it's rubble, there's no doubt. So we have a pile of rubble about so high, let's say 2 feet high and 4 feet, 3 feet in diameter.
So is he coming later, like midnight?
No, Dee Dee, he won't come tonight, especially now that you've brought up the expectation.
So what are we doing here?
We're waiting for him.
But why are we here?
Well, where else would we be? We have no home.
True.
We must wait for him to come to us. Well, we might as well wait here.
Do you think he'll find us here?
I wouldn't know why not. He seems to be able to find us wherever we go.
My feet hurt. Will you rub them for me?
Oh, later, Dee Dee.
Promise?
Well, as you well know, I can't promise anything in this time and place. I may be obliterated at any moment, and you might be too.
I'm sorry. I forgot.
That's all right. We are in the borderland right now.
Now, folks, we have this pile of rubble, which represents a village, town, city that we have designated as Guernica. It is some place. It is rubble because it has been bombed, shelled, barraged, attacked. It has been shredded and destroyed. The buildings bombed, the houses burned, the halls razed, and the monuments pulled down.
What about the trees?
Just like that branch, they've been torn apart.
I like trees.
Well, I do too, but that's irrelevant. The trees have been shredded. The crops have been burned. The cattle and sheep, they've been herded together and shot, and their carcasses burned.
How will he find us?
I don't know, but he always does.
But where are the people? Like the people that lived here?
Oh, the soldiers who weren't killed right away, they died of their wounds, and the people were captured and sold into slavery. Those that managed to elude the troops left for another country. Those that didn't starve to death, that is.
My feet still hurt.
Oh, take your boots off then.
Okay. Tell me a story, please.
Again? Oh, very well, very well. It'll pass the time away. Once, a long time ago.
Oh, wait. Okay, go.
Once, there lived 2 tribes, the Conks and the Druids. The Conks were very tall and handsome people, and they excelled at all athletics. They could run fast, they could jump high and far and swim long distances, throw the javelin a long distance, and with accuracy. They excelled at sword fighting and wrestling and hand-to-hand combat. In short, they excelled at everything. The Druids, on the other hand, were not so handsome. They were not tall either. They could run, but not very fast. And they could jump, but not very high or very far. But they were good at supernatural magic.
Ooh. Oh, I love a story.
Hello.
Who are you? And what do you want?
Who I am don't matter. I was sent by a man to tell you something. He said I'd find you here.
Are you sure it's for us?
2 whores dressed like homeless. That's got to be you.
He didn't say that. He wouldn't say that.
Okay, don't get your knickers in a twist. He said 2 women dressed like homeless.
What's the message?
What's in it for me?
If you don't tell me, I'll give you a thorough beating.
You must be a kin of that guy who sent me. He said the same thing. Take this message to them or I'll beat you.
What did the guy look like?
I don't know, just a guy.
Well, was he tall? Fat? Thin? Short?
Just a guy.
So, what is the message?
It don't make no sense, but here it is. He said, prepare the way ahead of me.
What's the rest of it?
That's it. He said, prepare the way ahead of me. That's all he said.
You're holding out on us. What else did he say?
I wouldn't lie. That's what he said, and there ain't no more.
Liar.
Why are you being so mean to him? He obviously doesn't know anything.
I doesn't know anything, like she says.
Liar. Liar. Liar.
What do we do now?
We spread the rubble. We clean up this mess. We clear the way.
Where did the ones go who lived here?
It really doesn't matter. They'll be swallowed up wherever they go. They'll become part of the mishmash.
Like us.
Yes, Dee Dee, like us.
I see. Will you finish the story?
So, we had the conchs and the druids. And one day, the king of the conchs had an idea. Why don't we make slaves out of the druids? And that will make lives much easier. And so he called together all the tribal leaders of the conchs and told them, tomorrow we will march over to the land of the druids and defeat them and enslave them. And the leaders asked him, oh, how shall we defeat them? The king answered, we are better than they are at everything. That will not be a problem. And so the next day they marched away to the land of the druids.
What did they do?
For many days they fought. First the conchs would prevail, and then the druids would seize the upper hand. Back and forth they went, and many were killed on each side. After 2 or 3 days of furious battle, the conchs prevailed, and the druids were slaughtered. They were wounded or captured, but a few escaped. The druids who were captured were hauled off into slavery. The druids who escaped the slaughter, who were not wounded or captured, well, they went into the hills to hide, and they began a new life there.
And what did they do then?
They used their knowledge of powerful magic. In order to exact revenge, they transformed themselves into elves and were determined to harass and plague the conchs for all eternity.
And then?
They persist to this day. They prey on the conchs. They steal conchs' babies and raise them as their own, turning them into elves.
Ooh. So, are we conchs or are we druids?
Neither.
Oh, well, that was a good story. I feel better now. My feet still hurt. So are we going to spend the night here?
Well, we might as well.
I hope he comes. Look! No clouds. Look at all the stars.
Yes, it's very clear.
Will it ever rain? It's so dry.
It will, it will.
Do you suppose he'll come tomorrow?
Possibly
Why does he come?
to purify. He comes to make the place pure again.
But how does he do that? How?
I don't know. I guess he swallows all the pain and suffering, and then he goes away.
Why does he go away?
He needs solitude. He has to digest all the pain and suffering. It must be done in isolation.
Well, does he come back?
Yes, he's gone for many days. Then he comes back.
I'm glad he comes back.
Oh, so am I.
Look at all the stars. Are they like painted on the ceiling of the world?
No, I don't think so.
So are they real then?
Yes, I believe so.
Where are they?
Oh, they are far away.
I feel like I can almost touch them.
Yes, they are far away, but they feel close to us.
What's their purpose then?
They are there to remind us that we are not alone.
That's a comfort.
Look, a falling star. Make a wish.
Okay. What did you wish for?
I wished there would be no more war. What did you wish?
You know.
Of course, he'll come.
When?
Maybe tomorrow.
Okay.